Guys, I just want to do a quick update here for Bitcoin. Right now we're looking at the trading view on the daily chart. As you can see here, Bitcoin now is at 93,447. So previously in our last video, we are talking about Bitcoin making the same patterns back in April. So it was consolidating between March and April, and it finally broke above this falling wedge here. So back then we did have a downtrend, and it finally broke up. And then once it broke up, you see it starting to consolidate and move back past that area, and then it just shot up pretty fast there. So we're expecting the same thing to happen again with this trend. So we have been in a downtrend since October. So as you can see, the downtrend here creating this falling wedge, and within that falling wedge we are near the breakout zone here. So we are looking closely at this, and we believe that this will break this time around, as it's getting pretty close to us. Last video that we covered Bitcoin, it broke above here, and it did kind of get rejected around this price here. We kind of expect it to fall down based on our liquidation map that we checked out. Based on the liquidation map that we saw here in the previous video, the liquidation was showing that it was going to go with all the 150x leverage here. Bitcoin was going to be falling around the 84, which is the deep. If it did pass, if it did break below 87, which we did see, it broke below 87 and went past 84. And as you can see now here, we are trading at 93,299 as a current price. The leverage that we see here right now for the longs could be coming back down around the 90,000, right, 90,021. So if it does come back down there, it wipes out the shorts. You're gonna start seeing the Bitcoin price go back up from there. So this is the last liquidation for the longs if it does get liquidated, and then from that price it should start shooting up from there. Then there's no more headwinds in the short side right here. As you can see, there's no more headwinds. So then from that price, Bitcoin can go above over 100,000 to 102,000 in the near future. So let's go back to the charts here. Okay, so as you can see here, it is at 93. The chart shows that it could go back down to 90. Okay, it could start to liquidate people around 9,000, so it could get rejected. Bitcoin could get rejected as it's really near our downtrend wedge here. It could get rejected, liquidate 90,000 at 90,000, and then consolidate around that price, and then shoot back up once it liquidates at 90,000, and then we believe that's gonna shoot up past from that level there. The reason why we believe that, our indicators here in TradingView is showing that the bottom, as we stated before, this was confirmed bottom when we saw this breakout bar here past that support resistance here. We saw that broke up. This was a confirmed bottom. As you can see here, we were hovering. We did get rejected, and we got one more dip all the way to the low of 83, and then it started shooting back up from there. And then now we got this confirmed bottom again with this bar here, and this bar now confirmed that this is the bottom, and now we're shooting back up here. So if we do get rejected, we could come back down to 90,000, and then from there liquidate the shorts, liquidate some more longs, and then it's going to shoot up back from there. And then from that price, we believe that it could be on its way towards 100,000 and 102,000 in the near future, in the next couple of weeks. So the reason why we believe this is potentially going to break in the next couple of days, this downtrend here, and go back to 95, and then on its way back to 100,000, because our trend analyzer has finally flipped green. So for the longest time, we've been falling with the red trend. So this just shows the speed momentum and the trend momentum of the movement. So we did had a spike right here. It was trying to break at this level, and then the sellers started coming in and then it got rejected. So we didn't really quite cross this line here. So what we're hoping for, the reason why we believe this is a strong one, because our trend exhaustion here has now showed up, and we see the reversal. So this shows that is oversold. Our trend exhaustion at this dip here for Bitcoin has been oversold for a while, and now we have this arrow. This arrow now has showed that a reversal is coming up. So with that arrow here, this was supposed to be a reversal. We saw that breakup right there. It did get rejected, meaning that it got manipulated. Any sort of big movements like this is always going to be manipulated to create exit liquidity amongst the retail for them to scoop it up and go back up. This is a classic Wyckoff method that they like to do, is to wipe out the retail before they run it back up again. So they like to get it cheaper, wipe us out, and then run it up, and now introduce more narratives and news and stories saying Bitcoin's gonna be going up infinitely. So anytime they talk about that, that's mean that they're gonna start running it up again. And there is news right now showing that is the case with JP Morgan, stating that Bitcoin could run up to 170,000 in 2026 after they picked it up very low. And they now announced that it will be the floor for Bitcoin will be 94,000, and I believe that they're going to be running up to 94 and then stay above there. So it's just classic manipulations that they're doing here. So it's no fault of us retailers, because we do not have the privy knowledge of what they tend to do and how they can manipulate things. But based on this trend analyzer here that is flipping green, with the trend exhaustion arrow starting to show up here, and as well as our Bollinger Bands and RSI has flipped longs here, that means that we have overextended and now starting to flip back up here. So the one thing for us to confirm is the Bitcoin price to be shooting up above this downtrend wedge here, and then from there we want to see this OBV MACD indicator to be crossing the 0 line here. So when it does cross this level here, we're going to start seeing it fly really fast, just like this. Once it broke above that 0, you see it just shooting up fast like that, and that's basically what we're expecting. So we're expecting this to move up, break above this downtrend wedge here, go back to 95, and it works its way to about 102, and then probably get rejected. The next level of rejection should be around, next resistance should be around 96 to between 96 and 94. So once we break 94, 96, the next level to be looking at would be 101 to 102 from there, before it gets rejected back down. And that's when we'll make another video updating you to what Bitcoin will be doing next from there. But as we stated here before, this was potentially the last dip. It ran back up there, it got manipulated, came back down again to liquidate the longs at 84,000, and then now they're running it back up, and then potentially they're going to liquidate the longs again around 90,000 before running it back up to 95 to 102. So that's what we expect to happen. Again, this is not financial advice. We're just basically looking at charts. I know some people may listen to this and they may not like it because they're shorting Bitcoin. So I don't understand the trading methodology when it comes down to trying to short Bitcoin, because Bitcoin's going to be on the way up, and we're not near the end of this bull cycle. So again, I wouldn't be shorting Bitcoin. I'd just be long in buying dips every single chance you get, because Bitcoin will be hitting potentially by the end of the year to about 120, 130. So we're hoping that's going to be the case. So again, if you like the video, if you got some value, subscribe. see you in the next video. Bye for now.